Okay, good morning. I just want to start off this update first and foremost with extending our deepest condolences to Sergio and Marina. They experienced a devastating loss, and there's really no words that can console, but our hearts do go out to them. With that, I can provide you an update on this investigation. This investigation is ongoing though, so some of your questions you're going to have to realize that I can't provide some of the information that you want maybe with your questions, but I'll give you an update where we're at. The scene examination portion of this investigation is complete, so that's at the site, at the building itself. We've completed that scene examination, and we can give you some of what we determined there. We have determined the cause and the source of that carbon monoxide leak was a boiler, and due to a critical failure of that boiler, and that boiler emitted significant amounts of carbon monoxide within the building, which migrated into the suites, into some of the suites. I can tell you also the nature of this incident. It's unintentional, so accidental in nature, so there was no foul play involved with it. And I can also tell you that we've seized that boiler, and we have it, and we're going to look to have further analysis and examination of that boiler done, just to learn what the precise failure was with it. So with that, I can take any of your questions that you may have.
Can you tell us if the building was up to code prior to this incident, and if it was there any advice from the department to provide or to implement extra safety measures in this building?
So I can tell you that those type of contributing factors are part of the ongoing investigation, so I can't get into those details. The building itself right now is safe and is occupied, so we were able to do that within a day or so of the incident, primarily due to that we identified that source of carbon monoxide and shut it down and isolated it, and cleared the building and vented it properly, and we've been monitoring it since.
And can you kind of expand on that safety? I know you seized the boiler, but if there were any additional steps you did to ensure the safety of these residents coming back, can you expand on that a little bit?
Yeah, so that too, like we ensured that the carbon monoxide detection was in place in the building too, so that was one element. My
final question for you is, did you have any involvement with this boiler system prior to this incident, or have any awareness that there was issues with it beforehand?
No.
At what time did this boiler start leaking and that we saw the effects of it?
That again, that's part of the, this investigation. We're documenting, we're determining and confirming all of those circumstantial details. So I don't really want to get into that and start releasing those type of details of the investigation. So that's part of the investigator. We have an investigator that's still investigating, and I don't want to start to take away from that.
And were there carbon monoxide detectors in this building?
I can say there were, yeah.
The carbon monoxide detectors, people were saying that the alarms were going off, but no one was leaving the building. Is there a reason why those safety requirements weren't put into place, where people were still in the building and just kind of ignoring the alarms?
Again, that's part of the ongoing investigation, those circumstances, right? And detailing and confirming all of those. So I'm not going to speak on those details. We still have an investigation going on, folks, so we want to provide you updates, and I've given you what I can on that regard.
So with the finding that it was unintentional, what are the potential outcomes of the investigation as it continues?
I'm not sure I understand your question.
So what could the continuing investigation, like, what could the outcome be now that we know that this has been ruled unintentional?
So, determining and defining all of those circumstantial details with the building, and this further analysis of the boiler itself to find out what, if we can, we're gonna look to have an agency help us with that to determine some root analysis of that boiler itself, why it failed.
So it doesn't rule out a potential criminal outcome?
I can't speak to the criminal. I can't speak that this is a joint investigation still. So Regina Police Service is involved, and we're collaborating with them. And we're also collaborating with the Technical Safety Authority of Saskatchewan is involved with the investigation. So it's still a joint investigation, and we're working very collaboratively with those agencies. So the criminal aspect of it, those questions are, or if and when or what, are better asked to the police.
Is this a rare occurrence
Carbon monoxide poisonings?
in the city? Has this sort of thing been fairly rare? Or?
It's not, I wouldn't say it's a common occurrence, especially a fatality, but it does happen. We have had it happen throughout the years.
When was the last time the boilers were inspected, and who's responsible for that work?
Again, I can't confirm those details or get into those.
Are you able to tell us when exactly the ongoing investigation will come to an end, and when you're able to provide more updates?
So the quick answer is no, but a little bit more detail on that is these are complex investigations. This is a very large building. It's lots of occupants and suites, and we're dealing with highly technical equipment too that we're looking at, and appliances. So that adds complexity, and that adds to the timeline. I can tell you also we're taking this very seriously. We're every day checking on this and seeing what the progress is myself. And we are taking this incident and this investigation very seriously, and it's one of our top priorities.
Do you know if other people were impacted following just going back to the way things were in the building?
I'm not sure I understand
Like you
that.
said, how it took a few days to go back to just regular routine with the building.
Yeah.
Was anyone else impacted?
Like the occupants themselves, we evacuated the building.
Yeah.
So
After everyone returned.
after everyone returned, I'm not aware of anyone else like that type of impact. But I'm not sure I understand what you mean.
Like, has there been any other issues following people coming back?
Well, any other incidents?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
What's been done to ensure the building is safe? Obviously, equipment's been changed, detectors are working.
Yes. So those are the main things. And this ongoing investigation, we're going to collect all the information as to if there's any other requirements to, like, existing buildings. They're throughout the years they can require different upgrades and things like that. So part of the investigation all of those things will be looked at.
It's a different boiler, obviously.
Yeah.
It's easier.
Yeah, and making sure just all safety requirements are up to date. Good. Okay, thank you very much, folks.
Thank you very much.
We'll continue to provide updates as we know.